Abby Ellsworth with Roofers Coffee Shop, and we are back in Innsbruck, Austria with the team for Slow Slope in the IFD Young Roofer Competition starting tomorrow. This has been so much fun getting to meet the teams to really let you know who they are and what it's all about to be in this competition. So let's get started with Marco and Alex. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
I am so happy to have you both here.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's start with some introductions. So let's start.
Okay. Well, my name is Marco Spinoza. I'm working with KPost for about 5 years. The one and only big company out in Dallas, Texas. Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Alex.
I'm Alexander Gutierrez, working for KPost, like Marco said, out of Dallas, Texas, and yeah.
Well, let's talk just a little bit about your journey to get into roofing. So, Alex, let's start with you. How did you start in roofing, and how did you get to KPost?
I got into roofing along with my father. Seeing him do it growing up from a young age, it really influenced me to get into it, you know.
I love that.
And same thing, my father also brought me along to KPost, you know, when I got a little older at 20. And I seen it was a great company, and I needed, you know, something more serious in life, and I decided to go and follow him in that journey.
That is so really learning it from your dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And my grandfather. Third
And your
generation roofing.
grandfather, your
Yeah.
third generation.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome. And Marco?
ma'am. Well, my story is a bit crazy. Well, I hopped into roofing. Well, after high school, I graduated back in 2018, actually in Dallas, Texas. Well, Mesquite, Texas, Mesquite High School. So it was a pretty crazy journey. You know, I hopped out of high school, graduated. I didn't know what to do for my career. Our parents, my parents expected me, you know, the regular doctor, lawyer. I'm like, no, I want to be a roofer.
I love it.
I just made that decision, put in the application, went to KPost company. You know, they showed me love, and they accepted me, and I used it as a career. And I'm using it as a career as of today. So it's a great experience.
You know, I love that story so much. Both of them, you guys from two different spots, but finding that and finding the KPost. We were just talking to Glauco, and he was talking about what a team and a family it is at KPost.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. So, okay, I don't know how many months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, someone came up to you and said, hey, you want to go to Austria?
Yeah.
Tell us that story.
Well, it was just kind of out of the blue. You know, it caught me, flabbergasted me a bit, but, you know, I was up to it. I was determined, you know, and just up for any experience in my life, any adventurous experience. So, yeah, I was ready.
Your folks have to be pretty excited about it.
Yeah, Mom and Dad are cheering me back on back at home, so.
I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you think when you found out?
It was definitely like a mind-blowing thing to hear, for sure. I mean, never in a million years would I have thought I was going to be here in Austria, let alone for, you know, for roofing and being able to, you know, show what I do a little bit. But I was excited, definitely, you know, super ready to get on it and get on top of it and be prepared to come out here.
Yeah,
I was
that is
excited.
so. Okay, we found out that you were going to be in this competition. It's pretty awesome. 28 years and younger. So you guys have both 5 years, right, in roofing?
Yeah, I have
both
2 years.
2 years, 2 years.
Yeah.
So what did you do? What was the journey in preparing for this competition with your practices and everything? Mark, let's start with you.
So a huge aspect on that would be, you know, our mentors, you know, Glauco Gutierrez and Thomas Williams played a huge role in this. You know, they actually built us, you know, our 2 mock-ups, which is Modbit and our slow slope roof, you know, even behind our shop in our warehouse.
Yeah.
So they helped us out, you know, in a good way, a huge way. And we used that to our advantage. You know, got a lot of practice. We're determined to take the win home. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So what was the practice like? How often did you practice?
During the last month of it, we were going at it every day.
Really?
Yeah, they pulled us off of our jobs to make sure that we were, you know, taking it super serious and preparing every single day. And then before that, it was a couple days out of the week and weekends, you know, putting our personal time to the side to be able to prepare for this and really take it seriously. And yeah.
I know you all just heard that, but to me that means so much. The amount of commitment to every day practicing for the last month, and then taking your own personal time to practice. We were having last night. We were all walking around, and we're seeing some other teams out there, and we were kind of having fun with you guys. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
we've got this.
Definitely. I think me and Marco got it for sure.
That is so great. So, okay, so tomorrow you're doing FPO, which is TPO in the U.S.
Yes, ma'am.
What were the differences between the FPO and the TPO as you were practicing?
So I feel like the disadvantage between these two membranes was actually the seam welding. You know, in TPO, it's, you know, it fuses together, it melts together with our heat guns, you know, pretty easily. But this was kind of a, you know, a risky task. You know, we got the hang of it. You know, 3 weeks of practice. You know, we got it in.
Yeah.
So, and you are still heat welding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, it definitely was a little something to get used to. It burns a little easier, so we kind of had to get used to adjusting to that and adjusting our speed levels, you know, and our work levels to just kind of working with it. But after a couple tries and getting it right, then I think we were on and rocking after that.
Are there any different details, or as you're going through this system?
Yeah, there is. We have our drainage system, we have our gutter system, and we have our, you know, pipe penetrations, our curbs, different flashings. So the one that really surprised me was the gutter flashing. So it caught me off guard, but you know, we got it handled.
A lot of practice.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so then mod bit is the next day. Was there a lot of differences between the systems?
Between FPO and MopBit, or
No.
between what we use back home?
Yeah.
No, not at all actually, and it was actually more comfortable than it was for the FPO. But so we actually got a hang of it super quick, and I think that one was actually really easy for us, and we just knocked it out of the park first try.
Mod bit seems to be a little bit more the same across the globe, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, then the last day is going to be your freestyle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, the last team wouldn't tell us what they're doing. Is it a secret, or can you share a little bit?
The red, white, and blue colors.
White and blue for America.
Red, white, and blue colors. I was
love
to say.
There's not going to be a KPost logo or anything in the middle of it?
Yeah, we'll try and switch it up.
We'll see what we
Switch it up.
come up with.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. I love it. Okay, so as you're looking at this, being here yesterday, walking around, you know, for me, I was like, I can't believe I'm walking around in Innsbruck, Austria.
Yeah.
It's quite the experience. What do you think, what does this mean to you, to your families, and to that future generation of young people who want to get into roofing in the U.S.? What does this kind of say? Alex, let's start with you.
I think it says a lot, especially to the next generation of young roofers. I'd say use us as examples and see how far roofing can actually take you, and the experiences that you can go on just by working hard and providing for your families and yourselves, and a lot comes with it. And I think it's amazing. It's amazing to be here. It definitely blew my mind as soon as I got here. It was like being in a movie, but it's great for sure. It's great.
What does it mean to your family and in KPost and the industry overall in the U.S.?
Well, it means a lot. I would say generational wise. The next generation coming up, you know, I would use this as an eye opener, an opportunity. You know, it's much more than just hopping on a roof every day, and you know, you can make a career out of this and have a fantastic future. And it'll take you places in Austria, Innsbruck, Austria.
I love it. Okay, and we are rooting on this team. They're bringing all of the craftsmanship, the professionalism of the U.S. low slope roofing market right here to Innsbruck, to the IFD competition tomorrow. We're going to be rooting you on. Thank you both, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back soon. We've got another team. Our last team is going to be all about metal. We'll be back soon.
All right.